A lot of things have changed over the past couple of years in sports, but especially in high school basketball. I remember only 8 to 10 years ago, whatever high school a basketball player went to, they played their 4 years there, then they went to college, and the rest was history. There wasn't this whole thing where if you didn't like it or you weren't playing a lot or for whatever reason you left and transferred to another school, and nobody even heard of transferring more than 2 times. It's really mind-boggling if you sit back and think about how much the high school and college basketball game has changed so much in only 5 to 10 years. Nowadays, high school basketball is treated like college was, and college is treated like the NBA. Here's what I mean by that. High school players, they're getting recruited by other high school teams, which is what's supposed to happen at the college level. You have 8th, ninth, and 10th grade basketball players weighing their options and deciding to transfer to other programs. For the college level, and why I compare it to the NBA, is if a player doesn't like their scenario or their situation, it's almost like free agency. They can enter the transfer portal and they can transfer to whatever school they want to. There's a lot of arguments about this situation and topic. Is this a good thing or is this a bad thing? We're not going to get into all that because I think there's positives and negatives to everything. The only thing I'm going to say about all of that is it's teaching these kids when things get hard and things don't go their way, they can run away from their problems and they don't have to go through obstacles in life. You got all these 3, 4, and 5-star recruits where if they're not happy with their high school coach or what's going on at the school, they're going to up and leave. It may not seem like that big of a deal to you, however, some of you older people are going to know where I'm coming from. That will carry over to other things in your life. If you're willing to quit on your high school team and your college team and leave when it gets hard, that may carry over to your marriage later in your life. Just think about it. What if you and your girlfriend are having an argument? Are you going to leave after one disagreement? Anyways, moving on, we have to talk about Mr. Bronny James. We haven't talked about this dude in, I think, a month or two, which is rare. We was talking about him almost every other week and every other day on this channel. He's been relatively quiet, which is a good thing. I'm sure he's putting in some work and it's the off season, so I hope he's enjoying himself. Real quick though, going on what I was just talking about with all these kids transferring, before we talk about Bronny, I have to speak on this. A lot of people are sending it to me on Instagram. Dior Johnson, I'm sure you know who he is. He is officially transferred once again to Prolific Prep. I don't know what to say about this. If you know Dior, you're not shocked by this. I believe this is his 9th transfer in 3 to 4 years, which is utterly ridiculous. Here's my take. If you want to transfer 1, 2, and maybe even 3 times, it's okay, I understand, things happen. But we are talking about 8 to 9 different transfers. I'm not even going to spend too much time talking about it. None of us are surprised and we're used to seeing him transfer every other month. What we are going to talk about in today's video and the main topic is Bronny James. Well, not just Bronny, but he got a new teammate today. This new teammate he got was once again going in with the topic of this video, a new transfer. And this new transfer that Sierra Canyon is getting goes by the name of Mike Price. I don't know too much about Mike Price. I do know he also goes by the name of Mikey and he played for Team Strive for Greatness in AAU. I'm going to be assuming that's how he built a relationship with Bronny and there was some persuading going on with the AAU team. Immediately when you see this, it's, oh, well, that's a good thing. That's good for Sierra Canyon and Bronny. They're getting another great player. He's listed as a 4-star recruit. I looked at this move from a different standpoint. I think it's going to be tougher and a worse situation for Bronny. Mike Price comes in at roughly 6'1" and 170 pounds, and he also plays the point guard position. I think you know exactly where I'm going with this. Let me make this clear. I'm not saying this isn't going to work out. I'm not saying it's going to cause beef or animosity or it's going to stir up some problems. All I'm saying is it's going to make things more difficult for Bronny to get his own shots and handle the ball more. You have to remember that Sierra Canyon is also returning Amari Bailey, and that dude, he's not a ball hog, but he's going to score 35 points a game and shoot minimum 15 shots. Bronny was already struggling to get his shot attempts up and even handle the ball and have plays for him. and now you got another 4-star recruit coming in that plays the same position. Another reason I don't like this move is that Mike Price's old team is the same one that lost to Sierra Canyon in the semifinals in the CIF last year. In other terms, if you don't know what I just said, Mike Price is pulling a Kevin Durant. He's leaving his team to join the team that beat him. If you keep up with Mike Price or Bronny James, or you're from that California area, I know what you're about to say, and I'm already hip to it, and I know. Mike Price's high school team had to shut down their basketball program. From everything I saw, the school had to shut down the basketball program because they couldn't have the funds to support it. I guess technically he's not pulling a real Kevin Durant. At the same time, he could have went to any other school, but he chose the best one. If you ask me, I have to pick between Mike Price and Bronny James in a one-on-one or to pick up on my team. I think I would rock with Bronny, but there's not that big of a difference or a gap. Let me elaborate a little more. I don't see Bronny coming off of the bench, and I don't see Mike Price coming off of the bench, and we know Amari Bailey's not coming off of the bench. And all three of those players are point guards / shooting guards, and they need the ball in their hands. It's easy to say that they're great players and they're going to find a way to make it work like the Brooklyn Nets did with James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant. You have to realize though, those are NBA players. We're talking about high school kids. Will this new point guard joining Sierra Canyon affect Bronny's game, or will it not hurt it at all? That's the question. Will they possibly try to move Bronny into that shooting guard position? He's roughly 6'5" and Price is only 6'1". I'm going to be extremely optimistic about this situation, and here's why. I think Bronny has the IQ of an NBA player, and he's only in high school. You guys know I rave and I critique Bronny, and I do. I also give him credit, and I will say he's one of the smartest young basketball players I've ever seen. To go along with that, he's one of the most talented, easily the most skilled. It's just a matter of time until he puts it all together. But, I gotta throw this out there and let me ask you guys a question. And answer this truthfully either in the comment section or in your head. If you're one of the best players on your local high school team and another 4 or 5-star recruit comes in and he plays your same position, you know, or would you think that he's going to affect your stats and your numbers? I think the answer is clear. If another great player comes in, it's going to take away from your shine and your glory. It doesn't mean it's not going to work out, and it may be for the best because you're probably going to win more games. All I'm saying is, like Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden, you're going to have to sacrifice some of your personal stats. We may be seeing that for Bronny James at Sierra Canyon in this next year. It's something to pay attention to. Overall though, solid pickup for Sierra Canyon and that coaching staff. I'm wishing Mark Price the best of luck, and I hope he continues to see a lot of success in his basketball career. Let me know what you guys think about this down below in the comment section. But with all that being said, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something. If you're new to the channel, what are you doing? Join the family, hit that subscribe button, and leave a like for more. And as always, let's be great. I'm out here. Peace.